Throughout the years, I've helped many teams, development teams, business teams, organizations implement agility, Agile, and its frameworks. Many successes, many experiments, many successes, many failures also. And after all these years, I've came to the realization that there's always a single common culprit when an Agile implementation fails. Doesn't matter if it's a team, an organization, if it fails, it's because of a single reason. And this reason, this culprit, is culture. Extremely underrated, not often talked about, and this changes today. I'm going to talk about 4 ways why culture kills agility. Underrated again, that many people talk about that, so I hope that you watch the entire video and implement the guidelines, the tips I'm going to share with your teams and with your organization. First, individual appraisals. When implementing agility, one of the core concepts, the core mindset shift that we want to promote is working as a team, collaboration, cross-functional team, a self-organized, self-managed team. We promote that as Scrum Masters, Agile coaches, or any of these other roles. We want to promote this teamwork, this collaboration, but at the same time, while telling the team that they need to work together, or it's better that they work together to achieve their goals, because they have goals, right? No matter what framework you use, if you're using Scrum, there's the sprint goal, there's the product goal. No matter what frameworks you use, there will be team goals. We work together as a team to achieve this goal with this Agile mindset. The theory here is that when we work together, when we collaborate as a team, there's a greater chance that we will achieve our goals. As simple as that. So this is what we preach to the teams. This is what we preach to the entire organization. But at the same time, individual appraisals. We reward people for individual efforts, individual successes, clear metrics, KPIs, OKRs that they need to achieve during the year. And if they achieve that, they will be rewarded maybe with a bonus. So while telling individuals in the team that they need to work as a team, at the same time, we are telling them that they will be rewarded individually. And let's be honest, not everyone in the team will get this fat check at the end of the year, will get this bonus at the end of the year. There will be some sort of bell curve, some sort of calibration to ensure that everyone is rewarded fairly. And not everyone also gets exceptional results, overachieve when doing the appraisals. And obviously, this creates some sort of competition between team members. Again, telling them to work as a team, but also at the same time, creating competition, telling them that they need to compete with each other. It doesn't make any sense. You can't tell a team that they should be working as a team, but also create an environment where they need to compete with each other, because only one or a few of them will get this bonus at the end of the year, will be rewarded at the end of the year. Doesn't make any sense. And this kills agility. This kills teamwork, collaboration, and at the end of the day, there's a higher chance that the team will fail simply because they can't work together as a team. They will simply prioritize individual objectives, individual KPIs, OKRs, simply because they are rewarded. They are being rewarded for that. Who wouldn't do that? Second, delivery. Many organizations, especially large organizations, they go through this budgeting exercise. So prior to the start of a financial year, they will do some budgeting exercise, allocate budgets for the next year, the next financial year to departments. And all these departments need to budget what they are expected to spend in the coming year. Same thing for product teams, for development teams, for projects. The problem is that to budget how many resources, how much money, how much people you need in order to complete the projects for the year, you need to be able to know what you need to accomplish in a year. Now, there's 2 options here. There's the Agile way of doing budgeting for the year, and there's also the normal budgeting, traditional way of doing budgeting. And many organizations, I would say even most organizations, Agile organizations still use the traditional approach of doing budgeting. So basically, they need to plan for an entire year. Prior to the start of a financial year, they need to clearly say how much money they will spend for a year. And to come up with this figure, they need to know how many projects they would be delivering for a year. Obviously, they need to provide a delivery date. And all this is shared to top management, to the directors. And obviously, we need to abide to these dates because the management giving us money and we need to explain after a financial year what did we do with this money and how many projects were delivered. And this creates a big problem. You can implement agility throughout the organization, shift the mindset, change the mindset. But if you don't fix this small part, your organization, your teams, your colleagues will never be able to really be truly agile, simply because they are in an environment where they can't be flexible, where they can't react, where they can't release iteratively, learn, experiment, sometimes fail, sometimes succeed, simply because they need to plan for 1 year and this plan cannot be changed. Because if it changes, it goes in direct conflict with the traditional way of doing budgeting. Again, only for the traditional way of doing budgeting. The agile way of doing budgeting, you don't have this issue. But that's for another video. Most companies still do budgeting the traditional way, and it causes a big problem. The second one is value. What about the customer? The customer is ignored because you can't have multiple priorities during the year. Obviously, delivery is a priority. Obviously, if you committed on some delivery dates, you need to respect these delivery dates because your bonus depends on that. And if a priority, the number one priority is respecting delivery dates, deadlines, unrealistic deadlines, because we came up with these deadlines from high-level estimations when we're doing the budgeting exercise. Obviously, we need to abide to these dates because we committed on these dates and we got money for a project to meet these dates. Who will be ignored in this scenario? Obviously, the customer, because they are priority number 2. The topmost priority is meeting dates. And that's a problem. Which brings me to point number 3, efficiency over effectiveness. Efficiency means doing something right, optimizing it, doing it faster. Effectiveness is all about doing the right thing. There's a difference here. Doing something right and doing the right thing. And we often don't do the right thing simply because many organizations still are in an environment where the highest person being paid in the room make all the decisions. We believe the product owner is making all the decisions, but no, top management is making all the decisions. Even though we are in an agile environment or agile environment. And this causes a problem because this person might not have the customer in mind. Maybe they're doing that for their bonus. Maybe they're doing that because they are competing with other departments. We don't know if they have a customer in mind. And who knows the customer better than the actual team working on the product? It causes a problem when you remove a decision-making power from a team. You tell the team you're self-managed. You tell the team they can decide on anything. And the team is using some methods, some frameworks like the RICE model, come up with priorities. What are the next features we need to work on? The features that will bring the most value to the customer. They present it, and at the end of it, top management is deciding what features we need to work on. Simply like that, without any valid reason behind their choice. Most organizations are currently in this kind of environment. And again, this kills agility. So we are trying to implement agility in teams. But most implementation, agile implementations, we focus on the team. Top management said, no, agile is for the team only. Only work with the teams. We are okay. The entire organization needs to change. The culture needs to change. And I would even say management needs to change first. And then we need to trickle down this new mindset, this new change. So when implementing agility, you can start with a team. But if this team is not working in total isolation and have full decision-making power on what they do, they will never be truly agile. And it's even worse when people believe they are agile We can't be agile because we have no decision-making power, and when we fail, we tell you it's because of agile. It's because of agility we fail, because they were agile all this time. No, they were not truly agile. People believe they were agile, but they never said they couldn't do it. They didn't have decision-making power. They were not self-managed. People are preventing them to work. They never said that. And that's one of the reasons also why many managers in companies believe they don't like agility. Agility is a waste of time. Agile doesn't work in our organization. Well, and simply because you never implemented it. You thought you implemented it. You thought the team was using Agile, using the frameworks, Scrum, Kanban, but it was fake. Simply because management prevented them from being truly Agile. Again, culture kills agility. If you want more tips, insights on Agile, Scrum, personal growth, click on the video that stands out the most on the screen right now, and I'll see you in a few seconds.